What's up, guys? Welcome back in to Rover Sports, the show. Hope everybody's having a nice Sunday night. I wanted to talk to you guys about a little Chicago Bears post-game show. I know we have a lot of Chicago people on. I'm so impressed by the numbers that went out, commented on my video about Mitchell Trubisky, that care. Chicago Bears fans, very loyal people, and I want to reward you guys for really being extremely loyal to this channel. And I kind of come at Chicago from a neutral perspective, but I'm kind of hoping Chicago does well because they're one of those teams that I want to see turn it around with John Fox. They have a lot of players that I happen to like. And really, today's game was pretty unbelievable, guys. I want to tell you who was incredible in today's game. Akeem Hicks, defensive lineman, number 96. He beat Jack Conklin today and was pretty much firing in at Marcus Mariota at will today. You know who else was fantastic? Eddie Goldman. I mean, this guy today was really just, again, chasing Mariota around, shutting down DeMarco Murray and Derrick Henry all day long. I mean, the Titans couldn't run the football, and Marcus Mariota had no room in the pocket to step up, so he was sailing every throw because he was so uncomfortable. The pocket was not clean, and this was against an offensive line that has Quentin Spain, that has Klein, Ben Jones from the Houston Texans, who's a very good center, and then Jack Conklin and Taylor Lewan. Taylor Lewan today, first off, he grabbed a face mask, and second, he held. Also, putting back a drive. Who played unbelievable today was Quentin Demps. I mean, he was everywhere in the running game. He defended the pass really well. Quentin Demps, I mean, he's had a resurgence in his career. He's playing some of his best football of his entire career. Quentin Demps was everywhere. Leonard Floyd and Jarrell Freeman. But Leonard Floyd, he's coming on. He's coming on. He's rushing. He's stopping the run. He's getting in the backfield. Out of Georgia, we're finally seeing Leonard Floyd. We know what Kwiatkowski can do. Kwiatkowski is disciplined, good player. Leonard Floyd can be a special player. And then Jarrell Freeman from Indianapolis, all right. Jarrell making plays. I'm confident in Jarrell Freeman's ability. Now, when you look at the Chicago Bears, though, the front seven is good. The linebackers are good in the 3-4 with Vic Fangio. Their cornerbacks are really a concern. Prince Amukamara, again, I'm pretty close to the Giants. I don't live too far away from the New York Giants, and I followed them throughout my career. Been a fan of the New York Giants, okay? Prince Amukamara is always banged up. What's his name? Davis, the running back from USC today, said on the broadcast that Charles Davis, that Prince Amukamara is banged up. He always is banged up, okay? The guy always has something, an injury of something. He's like DRC, and it's unfortunate. The guy is a talented player, but that's why he went to Jacksonville. That's why he's out of New York, and that's why he's a free agent in a lot of places. He just can't stay on the field, and it's a shame. And then the Bears paid this guy, Marcus Cooper, who, again, isn't rated all that well. Don't know a ton about him. So I'm a little concerned about Marcus Cooper, though, at the cornerback spot. And then today they had to trot out they trotted out this guy. I'm trying to look for his name. He was a guy. LeBlanc, Cravon LeBlanc. He was going up against the speedster from Tennessee, Tywan Taylor. Tywan Taylor, by the way, take him in your fantasy leagues. He's going to be the next T.Y. Hilton. This guy on the Tennessee Titans. He's going to be really, really good. He's fast. He looks like Tyreek Hill and T.Y. Hilton, and that's the new era of wide receivers. Small, little, fast guys that you just can't catch up. So in the slot, Tywan Taylor's going to be really good. Marcus Mariota today, really rough day. The Bears defense, incredible. Sacks. The 3rd and 31 was BS. Again, LeBlanc and a couple of missed tackles. That whole play was bullshit. That sucked, the 3rd and 31. Okay, I'm getting the bad parts out of the way right now. Let's just get all the little bad parts because it was an amazing game. It was a fantastic watch. Fantastic watch. The 2-minute drill. Okay, Mike Glennon's hitting Kendall Wright. He hit on this in route. He hit Kevin White finally hit Kevin White. They literally, it was 50 seconds on the clock in the 2-minute drill, and I don't know if you guys saw this. You probably did because you're attentive fans, so you probably did see this. 50 seconds left. They're down at the 23-yard line, up, 9-0. Oh, boy, I can go on another rant in a second. But they were up 9-0, and they decided to, with 50 seconds left, 2 timeouts, they wind the clock down to 35 seconds left, and then on 2nd and 2, they decide to run like Cohen or something off tackle. And the clock winds down to like 30 seconds left, and it's bullshit. There's no sense of urgency. Just complacency from the offense, from Dale Loggins, from Fox. Horrible time management there in the 2-minute drill. You got to put up 6. You got to put up 6 points, okay? Especially with the secondary that we talked about. Especially the slot corner, you don't know. That was frustrating, all right? Getting that field goal, and then Glennon short hops, a receiver that was partially open. So, 2-minute drill was awful. Our boy Adam Shaheen from the Division II school, Ashland. Oh my gosh, he corralled the ball. I know he was bobbling the ball, but that was awful. I wanted to see that be a touchdown. That deserved to be a touchdown. I really thought that was a tough play, tough call. But let's get to the good, all right? Mike Glennon today, guys. Mike Glennon. First drive was fantastic. You can't tell me that Sam Bradford up in Minnesota can make the type of throws that Mike was making on that drive. I mean, they were picking on Adoree Jackson, Kendall Wright versus Adoree Jackson. Adoree was getting toasted all day long. Kendall Wright wide open. Kendall Wright was making plays in the passing game. 3rd and longs. Glennon standing strong in the pocket. The throw to Meredith, which again, just awful. Just awful that he's out for the year now. Again, this franchise just can't seem to catch breaks. But Glennon threw it to Meredith on one of the plays. He stood in the pocket really well. Kendall Wright had a big play. Big plays throughout, Kendall Wright. And then Kevin White. So Mike Glennon, guys, looks very, very good. He stands strong in the pocket. And then he goes through his progressions. He's slower than Trubisky going through his progressions. He's going to get sacked a lot. A lot of times on 3rd and long, the guy gives up. But he at least took care of the football. No devastating mistakes. The way he finished the drive, the play actions was beautiful. He throws a pretty ball. He threw really pretty balls today. Like intermediate stuff that I love, dig routes. He had a wonderful half, a very good half, like an 8 out of 10 half, like a half that's like better than like probably half of the NFL, like a half that says if you're in Buffalo or Jacksonville or San Francisco or New York Jets, he had a half where you could say, even in Cincinnati, you could say from that half, Mike Glennon could start on teams in the NFL. Mike Glennon belongs. He looked that way on that drive. Now, there was 3rd downs that I disliked. There were short hops. But Mike Glennon had a pretty good game. Then Mitchell Trubisky, again, he's up big. So the coaching staff, again, trying to salt away the game and win the game. Trubisky had some really impressive throws. The throw to Tanner Gentry, again, you guys know the Tanner Gentry thing with Rover Sports and how I interviewed him, and I get Trubisky and Tanner confused. Tanner Gentry had a score today, which was great. Victor Cruz, now with Meredith's injury, he dropped the ball late. I didn't like that. But again, Cruz, a guy you want to have in your locker room, a guy you want to have on your team with a Super Bowl, a guy that has seen pretty much everything and has been in the limelight and could teach the kids how to play the game. So he just didn't have his best game. But, looking really at Trubisky, he started off and he missed a throw that Glennon would have made. He missed a throw. He threw it high to Kevin White on an in route. But I like how Trubisky's staying aggressive. His footwork is very good. My one concern is he's smaller at 6'2". Can he see over the defense efficiently? And can he make intermediate throws, layer them over top of linebackers? Can he continue to do that? I'm leaning towards yes right now. I'm leaning towards pretty dang good. throw to Gentry, the thing that was so great about that, the highlight that he has, is we know he can do play-action bootleg. So we know he's accurate on short screens. He knows he could set the screen game well. I was really excited to see Mitch extend his game to a deep ball. Jordan Howard looks good. Even Jeremy Langford was getting in there, and even Langford was out there looking pretty good. Tariq Cohen, again, that we talked about. Benny and Josh finishing the day. Benny Cunningham, pretty good player. Shifty and like Benny Cunningham, so I think he should get some time as well. Bottom line, guys, when I was watching this football game, was the defense was just incredible. I mean, and this is against the team in Tennessee with Mike Mularkey, DeMarco Murray, Derrick Henry, Delaney Walker, Tajay Sharp, this new guy Taylor, and Marcus Mariota, and I know Davis wasn't playing. But this is a team that I mentioned with Lawan, with Jack Conklin. This is a team that Peter King picked fourth in the NFL this year. The darling of the offseason, of the AFC South, a fringe playoff team. And the Bears went and kicked the living shit out of them for 2 quarters. And that, my friends, was something that was a statement. That, my friends, got you thinking. And I know we're going to get in the comments now, it's preseason. We're going to get the guy that says it's just preseason. Again, we have nothing to base ourselves off of except for last year. But there's new blood on this team. There's new leaders on this team at the top and everywhere around the offense and around the team. What I was going to say, though, is that this team, this defensive line, played great today. And when Atlanta comes in, if they can stop Freeman and Tevin Coleman, put pressure on Matt Ryan so Matt doesn't get a pocket, and we can get Amukamara to somewhat, we can try to get Demps over with Amukamara to help on Jones. I think the Bears, if the Bears might have a chance. I couldn't bring myself to say it because they do have a lot of weapons down there. But again, it's what's his name's first game, Steve Sarkisian's first game calling plays. Atlanta, off of the off of the Super Bowl last year, playing in Chicago, a 7-point spread. I'm probably going to take the Bears with the points in that game. I don't know if I'm going to go money line, but that game could be more interesting now with this defense. So there was a lot to take away from today. If you're a Chicago Bears fan, thank you guys for tuning in to Rover Sports. More preseason reactions coming up in a bit, and we'll see you guys